Okay, so I think someone is trying to join, if I'm right. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, so you're all welcome. Please kindly mute your audios if you just joined, and then let's start. Okay, so I'm going straight into yesterday, our recap. This is a brief recap. Yesterday, those of you that when we're in school, you like coming to class late, you see what they are doing to us right now. Okay, so
What's the become my numbers?
yesterday we
They changed their seats. They shouldn't be doing that. I don't like that.
please, if you just join, kindly mute your audios or
Will
your
be car
microphones
behind
for
here.
us.
I'm sure it's a seat.
Okay. So yesterday we had a very lengthy conversation. Okay, we had a very lengthy conversation. We spoke about a lot of things. We spoke about the stock market. We spoke about investing. We spoke about the right mindset before money. Okay, and then I went into the Ghanaian stock market. We looked at what it means for you to invest in the stock market. Okay. And we said that basically, when you come to the stock market, you are buying a certain part of a company. You are buying a part of a company. You are becoming a shareholder. Okay. You are owning part of the business. You are not owning all of the business. You are owning part of the business. So whenever you buy a share in MTN, you are becoming a shareholder of MTN. Okay. So basically, you are becoming a part owner of the business. So anytime you are investing in any company, the understanding you must have is that you are becoming a part owner of the business. So you don't have your own business. Someone has a business, but you are becoming a part owner, a joint owner. Okay. And this is the reason why you also share in their profit. So when the business is doing well, you also get your profit. You get your profit in two ways. Okay. And that is what we spoke about yesterday. All right. We spoke about the dividends, we spoke about the capital gains, but we'll look at that briefly. Now, I was also talking about the fact that you can navigate the stock market, okay, through this simple channel. All right. You start with the mindset, okay. You start with the mindset. You start with understanding the stock market, then you have to open a brokerage account. So that is what we spoke about yesterday, that you need to get a broker. A broker is the middleman. Okay. A broker is a middleman. In Ghana, maybe you can liken it to an agent. If you're going to rent an agent will charge you agent fee, and so that is how basically brokers are. They are the middlemen. So you don't have the access, they have the access, and then they will buy it for you. Okay. Please, I hope you are getting me. Hello. 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 Oh, come on, network. Hello. Hello.
Hi,
Yes,
you're
yes,
loud and clear.
yes. Sorry, I think our network was failing us a bit. Okay, so I believe you can hear me now.
Yes,
Loud
we
and
can hear you.
All right, all right, all right, all right. I was using some network. I won't mention their name. They just disappointed me, but we are good to go. Okay, we are good to go. So yes, yeah, you are laughing. You know the network I'm talking about. I forgot that I was using the network. Oh. I forgot. So I just realized that I'm still using that network. Yes, but that's fine. So I was talking about the fact that you need this channel, okay? So you need to understand the difference between income and wealth. That is the first mindset that you must have. Yesterday we spoke about that a lot. And I was even asking you that what would you do if you had $1 million? Okay. The reason is because if you don't have the right mindset, even if they give you $1 billion, it will still not make sense to you. Please, I hope you're getting me. Yes, because you by the time you realize you spend the money on unnecessary things. Okay, you spend the money on unnecessary things. So you need to have the right mindset. And then the next thing you need to also do is understand how the stock market works. Okay, so that you don't cry when you see certain things. You don't cry. All right, when you see certain things, you don't cry. Then the third one is opening the brokerage account. So the broker account is basically you joining forces with the middlemen. Okay, so the people that have access to the stock market. Okay, those of you who are now joining, please, I beg you, join and stay. Okay, if not, you pull me back. So when you have an account with the broker, what happens is that if they want if you want to buy shares in, let's say, MTN or Cowbank, they will place the order for you and then they'll give you your shares. That is if they are able to get it. Okay. So whenever you want to buy any form of any share or any stocks in any company, you can't just get up and go and buy it. You need to be led by the broker. And what they use to identify you uniquely is what we call the CSD account. Okay, the CSD account. That is your unique account that bears all your stocks in your name. All right, it bears your stocks or the stocks that you have bought in your name. So it is unique to you. I hope you're getting me. So once you have that account, once you have the CSD account, you can then be able to purchase the stocks. But I explained the difference between how Blackstar operates and how IC and the others also operate. Okay. So Blackstar is using the omnibus. It's more like the pooled account. So they have one unique CSD account, and then everyone has their name and their client ID within that account. So if Aaron Latte has 1,000 shares in MTN, they have stated it clearly that Aaron Latte has 1,000 shares in MTN. You get it? If Yao has 5,000 shares in Cowbank, they have stated it clearly that Yao has 5,000 shares in Cowbank. All right. It is also regulated by the SEC and it's a licensed. So Blackstar is licensed. Okay. However, IC and the others, one of the things that they also do is that they give you your personal CSD account. That account can take a long time for you to get. And so that is why some of you who have used IC before, you can attest to it that you created an account and then it took you quite a long time to get yours. I will not lie to you. Mine took about 3 to 6 months. Okay, so it's quite tedious. It goes through processes. All right, and you know how Ghana, our things can do to us. You know, Yes, Ghana card is what showed me that Ghana there. If you want to follow processes, I'm here about them because some of the things that we went through, people went to queue at 4 a.m. just for card. You see, just for card. Meanwhile, this card could have been delivered in hours or even minutes. So our processes sometimes can be some way. All right. So please, when you are going through that process to get your CSD, especially with IC or the rest, please bear with them. Okay. The most important thing is that you have gotten your CSD account. That is the most important thing. Once you get it, you can then start buying your stocks from there. But if you register with Blackstar within 3 days, they'll give you your account and then you can start buying. But like I said, the difference is that you are using a pooled account, okay, which is also still regulated. Please, it is also still regulated. If it's not regulated, I'll not even mention it at all. Okay, I'll not even mention it at all. And then we said that you can start with investing in dividend paying companies. So companies that pay dividends. Okay, companies that pay dividends. I'll send you the list of the companies that have been paying dividends for the past 1 year so that you can use that to guide yourself. But like I said, I know that MTN is paying dividends. I know that SIC pays dividends. I know that what is it called? Total also have paid dividends. Okay, the rest I'll confirm. All right, ETI, I know they are not paying. EcoBank, I'm sure they're also paying. I'll confirm them and I'll send it to you. Okay, right. So that is the fourth thing we spoke about. And then lastly, we said that you need to adopt an investment plan. So if you are going to invest consistently, what is your plan? Every month, how much are you willing to invest? Okay, so you can do that and then you'll be fine. Then we looked at the licensed stockbrokers. Okay, when you go to the gsc.com.gh, you see all of them there. All right. So there's Blackstar, IC, Databank. There are a lot. Okay, there are a lot. These are just the few of them that I wanted to show you. There are a lot. Now we are going to use Blackstar app, and so the Blackstar brokerage is here. We are going to use the IC Wealth, which is from IC Securities, which is also here. We are using the Achieve by Petra Securities Limited. Okay, so all the apps that I showed you, they are all from licensed stockbrokers. The rest, some of them have apps that maybe I don't know of. Some of them they also use short codes and websites. Okay, so data bank like this, I know that data bank they have a short code that if you want to invest in their mutual funds and all of that, you can use that code to do so. But I feel like people are more inclined to the apps. Okay, so it's the reason why we focus more on the apps. But there are also brokers that if you want to join them and invest through them, you can do so. Okay, so we looked at the Black Star, which I sent into the WhatsApp platform. Okay, this is also IC. We'll be looking at them. I'll show you from my phone so that you can better appreciate it. Okay. Then we spoke about the difference between dividends and capital gains. So we said that if you are investing in stocks, you need to understand that there are two ways to make money from the stock market. Okay. Number one is what we call the dividends. So the dividends are basically cash payments that the company will distribute to the shareholders from their profits. So at the end of the year, MTN has decided that okay, we have made a profit of 1 billion Ghana cedis, but we want to share it among shareholders. Okay. So they will decide how much they are willing to share and how much they are willing to give per share. So if they are giving all the $1 billion, then you need to ask yourself that how much will my one share be equivalent to? Okay. Recently, I found out that they are willing to give about 0.03 per share. So you can do that calculation. If you have 1,000 shares, 1,000 times your 0.03. Okay. So that is what will guide you to see how much you're going to get as dividends. Okay, I think one of the companies that pays a bit higher dividends, or the companies that have paid higher dividends I've seen, is Stanbic Bank, and then I think Bensu too. Yes, they are the ones that I've seen that have paid a bit higher. looking at maybe one city and above. Okay, so if you have 1,000 shares of any of these companies and they pay you one city per share as a dividend, that is a cool 1,000 cities that you have made. Okay, that is a cool 1,000 cities that you have made. So these are the ways to make the money. First, the dividends. Okay, then the second one is what we call the capital gains. Okay, the capital gains. So the capital gains is basically like when you go to Accra and you see someone selling something for 2 cities, you buy it and then you come and sell it for 5 cities. Okay, so you buy something at a price, you sell it at a higher price, and then you make your profit. Okay, so that is how basically the capital gains are. So when I'm buying a certain stock at this price, I am hoping that when the company does well and the price goes above where I bought in, I can sell at a higher price and then make my profit. Okay, so you buy it at 2 CDs, you sell it later when it gets to 3 CDs, 50%. You have to start the dividend paying stocks because you know that at the end of a year, okay, at the end of that year, you are definitely going to get something. Even if it's not going to be much, you are definitely going to get something. Okay, so you can let that be your as in your mind that okay, when I'm buying MTN, I know that MTN is paying dividends. So at the end of the year, I'm going to get X amount from my investment. You get it? Because some of you, maybe you are not really into risk. You don't like risk. So the moment something happens, no, you are a bit some way. So you would rather like to invest in something that you know that every year you are getting small of your investment. And that is the reason why you can start with a dividend paying stock. Okay. But then if you really want to do well in the market, you need to have both in your hands because some companies are very, very underrated. Okay. When you look at their prices now, I can tell you that in the next 5 to 10 years, their prices will shoot up. Benso has done 100 cities this year. Okay. This is a stock that when I first saw it, it was around 50 something cities. It was around 50 something cities when I first saw it. So it has grown within the shortest possible time, but it's currently around I think 80 cities. Okay. So you need to understand that some of the stocks they have growth potentials. Okay, they have growth potentials. Companies like MTN has a high growth potential because this is a telco that solves a lot of issues in Ghana. Okay, a lot of people are making calls, a lot of people are using MTN, a lot of people are buying data, a lot of people even now they want to have a clear cut between MTN and then Momo. Okay, so that breakdown too is also coming, so that now we would have Momo as its own share, and then we'll have MTN, which is already in existence. So you can see that this is a company that is doing well. Okay, this is a company that is doing well. If the company has that growth potential to be able to get um, to the place where they can now split, that is good for you. Okay, that is very, very good for you. All right. So when we are investing, we need to have this mindset, and then we need to be guided by it. Okay, we need to be guided by it so that you don't just put all your eggs in one basket. You are also having dividend stocks. You are also having um 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 what's it called, capital gains. Okay, please, I hope you're okay. Any questions so far? Hello.
Hi.
Should we
Oh,
continue?
everything is okay.
Okay,
Everything is
so we should
okay.
continue. That's fine.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
All right, so let me wrap up quickly so that we can go to the apps. Okay. So we okay. All right. So we looked at certain companies and we spoke about Cowbank, we spoke about Goyle, we spoke about GCB. Okay. So all these are companies that we we have spoken about, and you will see them on the IC Wealth app. Okay. All right. I think for some of these things, let me just run you through the common mistakes. Okay. So the mistakes that some people make is that number one, they are waiting for the right time. Now, you need to understand that the market does not respond to your feelings. Okay. And so maybe you think that, oh, this one, I'm waiting for it to come down. By the time you realize there can be in the crypto market, we call something the whales, or even in forex, we call them the whales. The whales are the people that have the big money. So recently I heard about one man that bought about 50 million shares of a particular stock. Now, this person is a whale. We don't know when he's going to buy. And the thing is that when such people buy large amounts of these shares, they drive the prices high. Okay, look at what has happened to Casapreco. Casapreco has a 245% oversubscription. That means that people have bought it beyond what they said they would be willing to give out. You see, and this is going to drive the price extremely high. It's the same thing that happened to Zen. By the time we saw, Zen had moved from 5 cities to 12 cities. So the market doesn't respond to your feelings. If you think you're waiting for the right time, you may not even get the right time. And the truth is that our stock market is a bit some way. Liquidity is not always available. Like you don't always get the shares. Sometimes you can place orders and it will take a long time for you to get them because some people don't sell. Some people too, they are waiting for certain price actions before they sell. So when you get the opportunity to buy and you really want to get in, please get in, okay? Because you are looking at the long term. Okay, you're not looking at today, you're looking at the long term. You should be looking at 3 to 5 years. Okay, that is the very good way to invest in the stock market. All right, and stop chasing tips and rumors. You go on social media, you hear people say that, oh, go and buy this, go and buy that. Don't advise yourself like that. Okay, whenever you want to buy a stock, believe in the stock. There's something that Charlie Munger said. He said that every salesperson must believe in what they sell. And it's the reason why whatever thing that I sell, I make sure that I'm part of it. I have stopped advising people to go and buy this and go and buy that when I have not bought it myself. In 2017, I remember I stood in front of my church at that time. I told them, let's buy Bitcoin. It was pressing in my spirit. Let's buy Bitcoin. I didn't even know what I was saying. And people, I didn't even buy it myself. And now when I look back, I ask myself that, so who did this to me? Because that was an opportunity for me to just break out of poverty. That was an opportunity for me to just break out. If I had that mind and I decided to get one Bitcoin as at 2016, 2017, that is a different story for me today. Okay, so whenever you have the opportunity, don't just be, oh, I'm waiting or this should happen before. Get in when you believe in what it has to offer. So I don't talk about things now when I have not gotten in myself. All the companies that I'll usually tell you to buy, I have already bought them. Okay, because I believe in the companies, I believe in what they want to do, and I see vision with what they want to do. But like I said, investment comes with its own risk. Okay, so when you're investing, understand this so that you don't hurt yourself when certain things don't go well. All right, and it's the reason why the third one is important: panic selling when prices fall. Many people, the moment they see the prices fluctuating, then they want to sell. You see, it is one way you will hurt yourself. It is one way you will hurt yourself because the market does not always go up. It must go up calm down, correct itself, and then probably go up again. So when the market starts going down, it is not a reason for you to be saying, "Oh, let me go and sell it." No, you need to have patience. Okay, understand how the market works. Fluctuations are normal. The fact that you throw a ball up does not mean it will hang in the air. It will definitely come down and probably bounce and try to go up again. So that is how the stock market is. When the prices are falling, please advise yourself so that you don't quickly go and sell out of fear. Okay. A best advice I can give you is that until you have seen the stock at the price you expected it to be to then sell, don't be monitoring the market. Leave the market. One of the reasons why I mostly would be monitoring is because I need to give information.
Nico,
Hello,
that supermarket at the station, what time you do close?
hello, Nathan. Can you mute your microphone, please?
Oh, sorry, Aaron, sorry.
Okay, so when you understand this, you are not moved by the market to sell quickly. Okay, the fourth one is that putting all your money into one stock. So some people, they don't buy or they don't diversify their portfolio. They just go and buy MTN. They say, "Oh, everybody's buying MTN, so let me go and buy MTN," and they will buy only MTN. MTN is a good stock, but you shouldn't put all your money in one stock because something can happen in that industry and it can really affect you. When MTN started their IPOs, you will be amazed that for some years they really struggled. The price actually was fluctuating, it went down. So those who put all their money into it would have been thinking that they have made a mistake. But you see, over the period of 7 years, look at how the market has responded. Okay, so diversify your portfolio. When you are doing your stocks, you can go into the banking sector, you can go into agriculture, you can go into insurance, you can go into the telcos. You need to diversify your portfolio, okay, so that you are not hurt when something happens in that industry. All right. The next one is ignoring your dividends. Okay, I don't know how many people ignore their dividends, but then the concept is for you to reinvest it because the truth is that in the next 30 years, some of you listening to me here, you are going to be billionaires and millionaires. And the reason why you are going to be billionaires and millionaires is because you reinvested your dividends. Okay, this is a seed for tomorrow. If you eat your seed today, in the next 30 years, I don't know where you'll be expecting harvest. Okay, so please reinvest your dividends. All right, if you must spend some, but let there be a portion that you always reinvest. Okay, and then this one is the most important one to me: invest in emergency or borrowed funds. You hear people saying they don't have money, so they are going to borrow to come and buy stocks. Please, it's not a financially wise advice. If you are owing someone, in fact, let it be your habit to clear that debt before you come into the stock market. Okay, because one of the things that you need to do is that you need to have that understand that this is a long term. So when I'm investing in surplus funds, money that I don't really need now. You don't come and invest money you need now or money you will need in 1 month, and then when you want to sell, nobody is buying, then you are becoming some way. No, you get it. So you need to invest with money that you don't need now. It's the reason why when I'm creating my accounts, especially with Blackstar, I've named my portfolio buy a land because I don't expect that I'm going to buy a land and then that money I'm going to withdraw it in the next 1 month. You get it. I'm looking for a certain amount. So until I get that amount, I'm not selling. So you should be guided by what you want to do so that you don't go and use your emergency savings or borrow to come and invest in the stock market. It's not a wise advice. Okay. And then lastly, expecting quick riches. You are thinking that, oh, when I just buy this stock, by the next 1 month, I'll hit. No, that is not how the stock market works. Okay. You don't buy the stocks and then you expect that in the next 1 month you become a billionaire. All right. That is not what happens. Please, are you there with me?
Yes, please, we are there with you.
Okay, all right. So
Okay.
I'm glad that you have been with me so far. Do you have any question? Any question?
Oh, okay. I don't have any question now.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So we have concluded with the class. Okay, and I want to take you straight to the apps so that we don't waste time. Okay, so that we don't waste time. All right. Okay. So please give me some few moments. Let me work on my screen. But I hope so far so good. We are all on the same page. Hello.
Hi.
Yes, I hope you are all on the same
Hi. I
page.
hope you are all on the same page. Uh, yes.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
That's fine. All right. So let me share my screen briefly. I want to show you the Black Star app. Please, can you see?
Yes, sir.
You can see, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see my small money in Black Star. I don't have money crowd. I needed to build I needed to build my business, so I had to sell my stocks more. But can you see the red? I hope you can see. Okay, so basically this is the global stock market. Okay, this is the global stock market. So you can see that we have a lot to to talk about. Okay, all these are companies that are based in the world. Okay, some of them are in US, some of them are in other regions. So the Google that we have been using has its own stocks. Okay, and then we have we have other uh, we have other companies as well. Okay, but let's focus on our own. So how many of you have downloaded the app and you have registered? I hope you have downloaded Blackstar and you have registered. Okay, okay. Now I have two videos on my YouTube channel. Okay, so in case you're not able to still get it, you can go there, you can have a look. All right, but the registration will require you to answer some questions and all of that. So please try and do that. If you still need help, you can let me know. Okay, but I want you to understand just a few things and then we can move on from here. So you can see that when you click on the stocks, there's a certain option to your right that shows global and then Ghana. Okay, so we click on Ghana. Our focus is on our Ghanaian companies. All right, so you can see that the first one is ETI. Okay, so EcoBank has two shares. Okay, there is the ETI and then there is EcoBank itself. Okay, there's the ETI and then there's EcoBank itself. ETI is currently 1 cedi 57 pesos. Okay, now you can see that The EcoBank Ghana to itself is there. That is 44 cities, 99 pesos. Anglo Gold is there. MTN is there. SIC is there. Guinness Ghana is there. Access Gold is there. Clyde Stone. I hope you can see Clyde Stone. As for Clyde Stone, I really wanted to buy, but I'm not even getting. I'm not getting cry to buy. It's not a joke. Oh. People don't want to sell, but eventually somebody will sell. You know, there's something about this whole thing. Eh? It's just human beings at work or human beings having their own play. So somebody will buy at 5 cities. He's looking for profit at 10 cities. So when it gets to 10 cities, he's going to sell. You get it? He's going to sell because he feels like, oh, what I'm looking for, I found it. That's when you would see an opportunity for you to buy. So it's basically people just playing. And some people will feel, oh, let me also hold on for a while. I won't sell now. And that is when you will see that you will not get some to buy. Okay. So Clydestone is there, Standard Chartered is there, First Atlantic Bank. When First Atlantic Bank came, I think it was 7 cities or so. It's now getting to 8 cities. Okay, so there's a lot of growth potential. You can see that Benzo is 80 cities, Cowbank is 77 pesos. Okay, and then Farm Milk, Zen. Now, so let me show you something about Zen. Right. So you can see that Zen Zen started with 5 cities. Okay, and then on the 1st of June, all right, 1st June, it was at 12 cities, 61 pesos. Now, 1st June till 5th June, it is now 10 cities, 03 pesos. That should tell you that the market is not always going up. You get it? So one of the things that I would advise is that if you really must buy the stock, pay attention. I'll show you that in IC Wealth. Pay attention to the buy volume. It's not just about going to buy. Pay attention to the buy volume because you see, the buy volume will give you an indication. Okay, I'll show you that when we go to IC. People just go and place orders because they feel they should place orders. But the selling volume is higher than the buying volume, and that will always put a pressure on the stock. Because as of now, when we look at Zen, when you look at the sell volume, a lot of people are selling. So definitely the price will come down. So if you are new to the stock market, you would just jump in at any price without understanding what is going on in the market. Do you get it? I will not. When I saw Zen at 12 cities, honestly, I had money, but I was not going to buy at 12 cities because I realized that some people have started selling. And then when I noticed that they started selling, I said, oh, then there's no need for me to buy now. I'll need to wait a bit so that when the market is now trying to correct itself, I can jump in. Okay. I have um some background in forex trading. So it's the reason why certain things I look at it and I'm like, okay, now is a good time for me to go. Now, no, let me wait. So when you understand some key things, it helps you so that you don't just jump in. Those who went to buy at 12 cities, by now they are regretting because when you buy at 12 cities and you thought it will go up, but people have started selling, now it's moving down to 10 cities. However, it will still move up over a long period of time. It will still move up. But the thing is that, do you have that patience and that heart to hold it? That's the thing. Okay. So when you are jumping in, you need to understand how the market is moving. Okay. As you can see, I didn't have enough money at that time. So I was able to buy just 100 cities. Okay. I was just able to buy 100 cities. Right. I was just able to buy 100 cities. But look at my capital gain. It has given me another 100 cities. That means I've made 100% profit just within the space of 1 month. So if I had bought, let's say, 10,000 Ghana cedis of Zen, it means I'll be sitting on 20,000 cedis by now. Did you get it? Yes, I was sitting on 20,000 and it's a good 100%. But the truth is that it's not always like that. Okay, it's not always like that. Some of them they won't give you 100%. Some of them they'll even give you negatives. But after a while, you will see that they will pick up. Okay, let me look for Cowbank. Let me show you Cowbank. So you can see Cowbank. Cowbank has actually given me a negative capital gain. That means I have rather or I'm in a loss of 4.93%. Okay, that is equal to 7 cedis. But I believe Cowbank will do well because when I looked at their annual report last year, I saw that the company had picked up. Their profit margin was growing. So I believe that they will do well. So I'm not bothered. I'm willing to allow this to be like this for the next how many months? Did you get it? So you need to understand some of these things. Believe in the company, believe in what they do, and then you'll be able to hold on for a while. Okay. So when you come to account, you can see the portfolio, the name of the portfolio. Okay. And then you click on it if you want to make a deposit. Let me show you how you do the deposit. You come to your wallet. Okay, so you come to wallet, then you would click on add cash. Okay, so for Blackstar, ideally their minimum is usually from 100 cedis. Okay, as you can see, minimum order value for this transaction is 100 cedis. So when you come in, you are going to make at least a minimum of 100 cedis. Then you can continue with the payment, how you want to make the payment. Either you're paying through your bank or through your mobile money, and then you complete that. So once that is complete, then you can come to invest the company that you want to buy. So let's say we want to buy shares in ETI. Okay, so click on ETI. Please, I hope you are following. Oh,
Yes, yes, please.
okay. I want to be sure you are here. Okay, I hope I'm not too fast.
Yes, 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 please.
Okay, so if you want to buy ETI, you click on the buy. Okay, then your buying power, that is the money that you have deposited, will show. So if you want to buy, let's say 100 cedis, they will show you the number of shares that you get. Okay, the number of shares that you get. And then, oh no, if you are buying, hey, why are they giving me dollars? I'm supposed to change this. Okay. Please, I'm coming. All right, so the currency, the USD, you are changing it to cedis. Okay, so we have changed it to cedis. So if you want to buy 100 cedis of ETI, it's going to give you 62 shares. Okay, 62.14 shares. All right, and then you take note of the transaction fee and then the market price. Okay, right. So when you place the order and it goes through, it means you would receive 62.14 shares of ETI. All right. I hope that is clear. So you come to buy if you want to buy. If you want to sell, the same thing. You click on sell. You can see that I don't have this investment to sell because I don't have ETI here, but I have ETI on IC. Okay. So let me go to the one that I have here. Let's say Cowbank. Okay. So Cowbank, I'm having 176 shares. So I want to sell. I click on sell. Okay. I click on sell. I can decide to sell all my shares or an amount that I want. So once you place those orders and everything, they will let you know if it goes through and then you are good to go. Okay. So basically, this is how Blackstar is. Okay. Basically, this is how Blackstar is. For those of you who just downloaded the app, please, have you been able to register? Please, have you been able to register? Those of you who downloaded the apps today, have you been able to do so? Hello.
Yeah, and the question again. Sorry,
Yes,
I
I'm
didn't
asking
hear.
if you downloaded the Blackstar app today and you've been able to register.
I've started the process.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the other one that I've been able to register. The IC well.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So we are going to look at IC World briefly and then we'll take it from there. Okay. So please give me a moment. Let me log in. Okay. But I hope so far we are enjoying it.
Yes, please. So far,
Oh,
so
okay.
good.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So I'm showing IC briefly. Okay. Please, I hope you can see IC. Um, Davidson, do you have any question?
Yeah, Mr. Aaron.
Yes. We are listening to you, sir.
I just want to know
Mm-hmm.
some of the stocks
Mm-hmm.
I learned they you can be only be paid dividend through bank account. So I
Yes.
just want to know what are some of the stocks that you can't receive the dividend when it's being paid to your Momo account.
So for that, we need to find out from.
That is one aspect of it.
Okay.
Then secondly, okay,
Yes, you said secondly.
yeah. Secondly, is about the Blaster app. The last
Yes.
time that I downloaded, the last time that I downloaded, they were requesting for bank details or whatever, whatever.
Yes.
And I wanted to use my Momo account to do the registration. Looking at IC Word, I have IC Word, and I used my Momo account to do all the process.
Yes.
But with Blaster app, you are not permitted to do so unless you add your bank details to it.
Uh-huh. Yes.
But when you were going through the distance, I saw you said you can use mobile money account to buy some of the shares from
Yes.
the stocks.
Yes. Yes. So the thing is that when you are registering on the Blackstar, they ask you for both of them. They ask you for the bank and then they ask you for the Momo. Okay. Now, some of the companies can decide to pay dividends through bank, and it's not any issue. It's just that maybe their processes would be easier when they use bank transfers. You get it? So the goal is that when you are registering, have both. Okay, have both. Have your bank account and then have your mobile money. But the thing is that when you want to buy the stock, you can also buy through the bank and through the Momo. As a matter of fact, I have bought all my stocks on Blackstar through my mobile money. You get it? Aha. So it's not really to restrict you that you can't buy with Momo. No, you can buy with Momo because I do buy with Momo. Okay, but ideally just have both. Okay, so that when, because they are also a broker, you get it. So when the companies decide that okay, we want to pay the dividends through the bank, then you already have your bank account in their details, and it just makes it easier for you. I received my dividends from MTN through bank this year. Yes, I received it through bank. So it's not really against you. You get it. It's your own account that they are sending into. So it depends. They can decide to pay via Momo, they can decide to pay via bank. But that's why they give you the option to just have both. so that should there be anything, you can quickly go on with it. Okay, Nathan, please, you have any question?
Sorry, Mr. Aaron.
Yes.
Is it also there are some specific banks that they will need?
Oh, no, no, no. Any bank at all. Any bank at all. Yes. Any bank at all. I think I used my EcoBank account. And I also have a Cow Bank account too. So basically any account should be fine. Yes. Okay, so let's look at the IC wealth. Okay, then we can talk about that chief briefly so that I can now take all your questions as one. Okay, please, I hope that is okay. Or Nathan, is your question related to this? Nathan, are you with us? Okay. So let's look at the IC Wealth app. Okay, so now when you download the app, the dashboard, okay, you show that you are welcome. You'd now have the opportunity to invest in their mutual fund. That is their IC liquidity fund. Okay. Their mutual fund, they have their rates that they'll give you at the end of the year. Okay, so you can decide to also do the mutual funds. All right, mutual funds basically are a pool of funds that investors will use to invest for you. So they would invest in areas where they think that the market has opportunities, and at the end of the year, they would give you profits based on your principal. Okay, so you can decide to do that. Okay, or when you click on the trade life, okay, trade life, that is when you see all the stocks. Okay, so you see MTN, you see SIC. So when you look at MTN, you can see the market fluctuations. Okay, how it goes up, then it will come down, then it will go up, then it will come down, then it will try to stay at one side for a while before it will go up. So the market moves in three ways. Okay, when you are into forex or crypto, you see the same thing. It is either going up, going sideways, or going down. Okay, so it's either in an uptrend, in a downtrend, or market is moving in sideways. So it's either going up, going at the same pace, or at the same direction for a while, or it is going down. You get it? Uh-huh. So that is how basically the stock market operates. So when you come in, you don't come in and expect that it's always going to go up. No. Sometimes it will go up, sometimes it will not go. It will be at where it is for a while. Sometimes it will even be going down. You get it? So basically, that's how the stock market is. Okay. Now let's look at the dividend history. Okay. The reason why I always advise that beginners should start with dividend paying stocks. You can see that MTN has been paying dividends for a while now. Okay. 2024, they paid dividends twice. Last year, they paid twice. Okay. The first one was 0.24, then the last one was 0.08. Okay, so like I said, you calculate the dividend that they're giving per the number of shares that you have. So if it's 0.24, you calculate 0.24 times your 100 shares, and that is what they will give you as your dividends. All right, so that is MTN. SIC to have been paid dividends. They pay once a year. Okay, so in 2025, that is last year, they paid. Last last year they paid, this year too they paid the same amount. Okay, so as you can see, they pay the same amount. So when you want to invest in dividend paying stocks, you can consider MTN, you can consider SIC. Okay, Ghana Commercial Bank too is there. Now let me talk about Atlantic Lithium. I believe in this company because they are into EVs. Okay, they are into EV cars, EV batteries that you would need. When you look at these electric cars that are coming into our system, okay, they are going to depend on lithium batteries. As someone who has worked in the solar industry, I saw how lithium batteries just came into the market and they were doing well. They were doing well beyond the regular gel batteries that people used to buy. You get it? Because the lithium batteries were able to last longer. So you can consider buying this stock because in the next 10 years, we are going to look at a lot of electric cars. And you can even see them in our system already. It's just a matter of time that you'll be seeing them all over. Okay. And when they become a household means of transportation, it means the demand for the lithium batteries will be high. So the company that produces lithium or is in the lithium business will begin to get their money. So that is one of the companies that you can invest in. So we don't just buy stocks. We understand what the company does. We know where they are going and how the future looks like. Imagine some years ago, those who used to rent out horses, and then people used to, come and rent the horses and then they'll feel big. When cars came, those people would have felt like, look at these people. What are they doing? What are they doing with cars when we have horses? But today, can you compare horse industry to transport like cars, buses? You can't, because people now move a lot through cars, buses, motorbikes, and all of that. Okay, you can even see that nowadays we have electric bikes. Some of these bikes that the guys use for deliveries, they are all bikes that have lithium batteries. You get it? So the company that is into that business will begin to break even, or make profit. Okay, so let me talk to you about something, the buy volume. Okay, let me look for Zen and talk to you about the buy volume. Oh, it has gone to zero. I really wanted to show you that. I think they have cleared it for today. Okay. Um, Let me see. All right. So I think because the market is closed, all the volumes have gone to zero. But I'll try and get you a picture so that you understand. But when you look at under the details, okay, we have the buy volume, the sell volume. Okay. So basically, we are looking at the number of people that come to buy, and then it is quantified into a volume. Then the number of people that come to sell, and it's also quantified into a volume. So when you want to buy a stock, okay, one of the things you must take note is what is the difference between the buyers and the sellers. For example, you want to buy ETI. You look at ETI, you see the volume of buyers at maybe 100, and the sellers are around 200,000. That should tell you that a lot of people want to sell. Number one, it's a good opportunity for you to buy because you would definitely get the stock to buy, because 200,000 sell volumes are currently on the market. You get it. But the truth is that if you buy at that time, you should also expect the price to dip. The price will go down a lot because a lot of people are selling. They have put pressure on the stock. They have put selling pressure on the stock. So when you come in and you start seeing it going down, then you should be okay with what you are seeing. You get it. One of the things people don't understand is that they want to buy a stock. Everybody is buying the stock. The buy volume is a lot. You see the buy volume maybe like around 500,000, and then you also want to buy and you place a buy. The more people are demanding for the stock, it makes the price naturally push up. It's just a demand and supply game that we are playing here. So when more people want something, definitely it begins to push up because now people feel like, oh, okay, people want it, then let's increase the price. It's the same thing that we do when we go to our marketplaces. When there's a product that everybody wants to buy, everybody's rushing to buy. Look at how we behave during November and December in Accra. Everybody will increase their prices because they feel like, oh, people want the thing to buy, and the thing too, they are not even getting to buy. So if you are not getting it to buy and someone is willing to sell it to you at a certain price, you will not even think about the price. You want to buy it because you really need it. And then now when the thing is a lot in the market and nobody is getting to buy, it becomes relatively cheap. It's the same thing. Look at the price of sand and look at the price of diamond. You look at it and you see that a huge margin because people see sand every day. Even when it rains in Accra and our streets are flooded and all of that, after a while you see sand all over. By the time you realize, you see some Abobo Yabi that has parked somewhere and then he's collecting sand. But how many people collect gold on our streets? You don't see gold on the street to go and collect. Easy. So the whole game is a game of demand and supply. All right. The more people place the demand for it, that is what will push the price up. The more people are not they are not interested in holding it again, that's when they will start selling it. It's when the price will start dipping, the price will start going down. Okay, so you need to have this understanding. All right. So when you log into your IC Wealth, you can see that there is invest. So if you want to load your wallet in the trade life portfolio, the payment type, you can decide to use your Visa card, your Ethel Tigo Cash, or your mobile money. All right. So I normally use my mobile money. One thing I love about IC is that you can even start with as low as 5 cedis. Okay, as low as 5 cedis. So I want to, let's say I want to do 10 cedis. All right. Now I have done auto debit. So as you can see, my investment is submitted successfully. Okay, and then you see that it is reflecting here. So the 10 CD that I loaded has come here. Okay. So I have 12 CDs, 61 pesos. Okay. If I want to buy any stock, I'll just click on it. Let's say I want to buy MTN. I click on my buy. Okay. Then now I check how many shares I can buy. So let me see if I can buy two. Is it possible for me to buy two? So it's not possible because I'll need to add extra 0.67 pesos. Okay. But if I want to buy one, I can buy one MTN share. Okay. It's the reason why I love IC. So you can see they have calculated everything. The charges is inclusive. Okay, the charges, the brokers have their percent, SEC has their percent, so they add all of that, and there's a reason why you are seeing that amount. So if I just swipe it, I would process it will go through and it will process, and then they'll let me know how far within the next 5 days. Okay, but as you can see, market is closed. So even if I place my order now, I'll have to wait until probably Monday when it's open. The stock market opens from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, from Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So that is when most people are placing their orders and buying. All right. So that is basically IC Wealth. Okay, that is basically IC Wealth. So if you come to the liquidity fund, you can invest in their liquidity fund. Their annualized return, that is it, 10.06%. Okay. If you invested in their liquidity fund from 1st January till now, you would have made about 4% of your money, which I think is good. Okay, just that some of us we are not motivated by this amount. It's the reason why people don't do treasury bills anymore because they feel like, why should I wait the whole year to get 10%? I understand you, but you see, another dimension of money making is so that your money makes money for you. Somebody will say, oh, na say 10% there, and I make a business and yes, you would have made money more than what they are giving you. But the truth is that would you always have to be in the center of making that money? There is a certain place where you work for money, and there's a certain place where your money works for you. Okay. This same 10% that you are looking at it as small, if you have an investment of 10 million Ghana cedis, you can imagine how much you'll be making at the end of the year on that same 10 million Ghana cedis, or on that same 10% that you are not looking excited about. Okay, so that is basically it about IC. Okay, I bought Casapreco, but Casapreco recently, because of the oversubscription, what happens is that some of us are going to get less than what all of us actually are going to get less than what we were supposed to get. So instead of the 2,000 shares, we are going to get about 40%. So that is about probably 800 shares. Okay, but then it is what it is. Okay, so definitely when the the company comes live on the Ghana Stock Exchange, at some point, some people will sell, and then so that some of us can also buy. So if you missed out on it, don't worry, the opportunity will come for you to buy. And I always post those updates on my WhatsApp channel. So please, if you are not on my WhatsApp channel, kindly do so. Join. I'll be posting updates there so that you can look at it. Okay. Yes. Let me talk briefly about Cowbank, then I move on. You can see my Cowbank shares here. This number of shares that I have, let me show you my order history. This is my order history. I hope you can all see. So just 2nd of June, I bought 70 Cowbank shares. I buy Cowbank shares because I believe that Cowbank can do better. Okay, Cowbank can do better. This is a company that had their annual profits increase last year. So I believe that they can do well. And the price is very good, 70 something pesos. I think it's very good, 79 pesos. Okay, 79 pesos. If you even have 50 cities somewhere, you can invest in Cowbank. Okay, you can invest in Cowbank. So as you can see, sometimes I buy one, sometimes I'll be there, I'll buy 65. Sometimes, okay, so this 65 is submitted, but it hasn't been accepted and completed yet. Okay, so the ones that are complete, you can see complete. The ones that are not yet gone through is the submitted. Okay. But like you can see, I just want you to see my history and I want you to understand the psychology of how I invest. I buy bit by bit. So you come and see 1,700 shares, you'll be wondering, hey, Apostle, when did you get money to buy 1,700 shares? Please, I didn't buy all at a go. I bought it bit by bit. So sometimes I do registrations for people and then they'll be like, oh, take this. Then I'll use some of the money, then I'll buy bit. So I'll buy bit. So sometimes I'll buy 20, sometimes I'll buy one, sometimes I'll buy five, sometimes I'll buy 100. Okay, this 100, I think I did a job for someone. The person gave me some 200 cedis or so, and I decided to buy 100 shares of Cowbank. So that's how you can invest. Okay, buy bit by bit. You don't need all the money to go and buy everything. Like you want to buy 1,000 shares of MTN. You probably don't have the money now. Okay, if you want to buy 1,000 shares of MTN, that's close to 6,500. Maybe you don't have that money now, but you can buy bit by bit. So maybe every month I'm willing to buy 100 shares of MTN. You can buy that and you start from there. Okay, you can start from there. ETI is good. You can also buy. Let me confirm if EcoBank has been paying dividends. So EcoBank paid dividends last year. They paid 34 pesos per share. Okay, so you can also invest in EcoBank as a dividend paying company. All right. So basically, that's it. Some of the companies, there are issues around them. Okay, so you may have to wait a bit. Okay, a company like CPC, there are all kinds of issues around that company. I don't know if their depth has been cleared and all of that. So you need to read more about them before you invest. Okay. This is the company that I really wanted to buy, but I'm not able to buy. I'm not getting some to buy. Clydestone. Clydestone is one IT company that is doing so well. Okay, they are doing so well. They are into all kinds of IT stuff. Okay, so they have growth potential. So you can be monitoring it. I'll be monitoring it too as well. When I see an opportunity, I will let you know. Okay. So basically, that is it for IC. Okay. I don't know if anyone has a question, and then we can go to achieve. Any question, please? All right, Nathan. Nathan, are you asking a question? Okay. So let's go to achieve. All right. Let's go to achieve. Let's go to achieve briefly. But please, I hope you are here with me. Okay. Please, if you want to ask a question, ask so that we can proceed.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Aaron.
Yes.
Uh, I ordered for car bank shares
Mm-hmm.
in addition to SIC.
Okay.
When the broker brought the shares, one was omitting from both. And up to date, I don't know what might have caused this thing. So I just want to find out if there's a way
One share.
out. Or yes,
Oh, really?
I ordered for 75 shares from Carbank and they brought 74.
Is it on Black
The
Star?
same, no,
I see.
I see.
Okay.
Yes. The
Okay.
same thing applies to my SIC. So I don't know if that is how they run their things. Maybe if you buy the shares, one might have gone to them or whatever. I don't know.
Okay. So the first thing is that because of the price fluctuations, okay, it can affect the number of shares that you may get. Okay. Now another thing too is that I see their their app is such that when you buy a stock and it shows complete, it takes a number of days for it to reflect on your total, um as in the total shares that you have. Okay. So if you bought it at the price that you wanted to buy and you got it at that price, it means you are supposed to get that number of shares. Now, if they gave you one less of what you were supposed to get, the best thing you can do is reach out to them and find out why that is so. Okay. Maybe you wanted to buy it at 0.95, but then nobody was also selling at 0.95. Maybe someone was willing to sell at 0.82. So the one less could be that they use that to cover for the fees of the increment that was available so that you can get what you wanted to get. But like I said, you have to first of all reach out to them and find out why that is so. Okay, because you see, what we are doing is that when we buy the stocks, it is human beings that are in the center of all this. So usually what I do is that when I'm buying my stocks, I do my own calculation. So I calculate, okay, I bought 10. When I add it to this, how many? So I calculate and I know that okay, I'm supposed to get 140. And that's exactly what I must see on the app. You get it? Because if you don't, and maybe there are certain kinds of fluctuations or movements, all kinds of movements going on there, you can be able to trace and then see that no, this is what is happening. For example, you have a bank account and then you are there and all of a sudden they send you 10,000 Ghana cedis in your account. Okay, Mr. Davidson, would you go and withdraw the 10,000 because it's in your account? I don't think you'd want to do that. The fact that you saw 10,000 in your account does not mean you should go and withdraw. You would have to
Oh,
reach out
no,
to the bank and ask them, is everything
no, no.
fine? Why is it that I'm seeing 10,000 in my account? Is there any issue? Was it a wrong transaction? You see, so there are certain things that can happen that you need to trace and find out from the brokers that is everything okay? Is there any mistake on my stocks that I'm supposed to get? I'm placing order for 100. Why am I seeing 99? You get it? So these are all things that you can ask the broker to be sure whether there's no mistake anywhere. You get me? Uh-huh. Any question? Nathan, do you have a question? I've seen your hand up. I don't know whether it's a mistake or you have a question. Okay, let's look
Hello,
at.
sir.
Aaron,
Yes. Who am I listening to
yeah,
first?
Joy.
Okay. Yes, Joy.
Yeah, Aaron. So I opened, I registered with the IC Wealthing,
Okay.
and I put some money in it, and I was hoping to use the trade portfolio
Yes.
also.
Yes.
But I thought when you save like this, I think you said something about registering, and then they have to verify you before they allow you to trade
The CSD
also.
account.
The IC Wealth. So
Yes.
because I have some money in the liquidity fund,
Oh,
and
okay.
I was thinking that how do I get the liquidity fund into the trade life portfolio because
Into the
it's not
trade life.
allowing me.
Okay. Okay. So have you created a CSD account already?
Which one is that one?
So you see that when I was demonstrating, I spoke about the trade life. It's on.
Hmm.
Okay, please give me a moment. Let me just show you. I want to show you briefly. Okay, so the trade life is the third option when you log in. Okay, it's the third option when you log in. So when you log in, you see the dashboard, you see the liquidity fund, and then you see the trade life. Please, can you see my screen?
No, I cannot.
You can't see my
Um,
screen.
a minute. Okay, yes, I can.
Uh-huh. So the page I'm on currently is what we call the trade life. When you look down, you can see that there's a trade life.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Exactly. So you need to register the CSD account. If you haven't done that, when you click on the trade life, they will tell you you need to create a CSD account. So once you create that account, it will take about a month or maybe two or even more. Okay. But when
Uh
you
huh.
create the
Yeah.
account and it takes more than a month and you're not getting any feedback, please reach out to IC Wealth on Instagram. Okay. You can reach out to them on
Okay.
Instagram and then kindly find out from their customer representative that you have created a CSD account, but you have not gotten anything yet, and it's more than a month. Okay. Someone showed me that.
Okay.
Someone showed me that trick. So when I spoke to them there, it wasn't long, and then they worked on it for me. Okay. So please, if you
Okay.
haven't created it yet, when you come to the trade life, you will see create CSD account. So you click on that, you fill
Okay.
in all those details that they're asking from you, and then you see pending. So after a month, if you're not hearing from them, you kindly reach out to them, then they'll assist you with that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, please. You're welcome. I saw a question in the comments. Let me see. All right. My question is that on IC, the buy and sell volume on the IC, is it with respect to other trading platforms or just for the IC broking? Yeah, 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 it's mainly for them. Okay, it's mainly for them. All right, it's mainly for them. For Blackstar, I don't know. I don't know if they have those details. Maybe they have them in their system or database, but it's not previewed to us. Okay, yes, but for IC mostly the buy and sell volume is based on, because you see a lot of people use IC because of the fact that you can buy with, I mean, little amount. So a lot of people use IC. Yes, a lot of people use IC. If I can buy MTN with 12 cities, then why would I have to wait till I get 100 cities to go and buy somewhere? You get it. So most people use IC. So that is the reason why their their volumes are mostly a bit high. Okay. So please, I hope we are okay with IC.
Sir,
Yes.
hello.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. My question is, um, what should I consider before I sell my shares? And can you give us a little hint about selling your shares without? Uh, uh, can you give us a little hint about selling shares to gain profit? without losing what you said.
Okay. So if you want to sell shares, it's all about you. Okay. For example, for me, I'm holding 1,700 Cowbank shares. The reason why I'm holding 1,700 is because I'm looking for Cowbank at least 5 cities. Okay. I'm looking for Cowbank at least 5 cities. Now, when I see Cowbank at 5 cities, for now I'm trying to have a target of 2,000 shares. Okay. So that when I see Cowbank at 5 cities, I'm looking at 10,000 cities. All right. Because I have some projects that I want to do. I want to go into some building projects and all of that. So I'm looking for Cowbank at 5 cities. So for me, I don't have any expectation of dividends from Cowbank. I'm just looking for capital gain. You get me? Aha, I'm looking for capital gain. I saw SIC move from 1 CD 20 pesos to about 7 cities. And that movement really, really, really communicated something to me that okay, if this can happen, then it means that a lot of things can also happen. You get it? So you need to have your expectation. Why do you want to sell? And when do you want to sell? These are questions that you must answer in your head. I'm willing to sell Cowbank at 5 CDs when I have 2,000 shares because I'm looking for 10,000. It's as simple as that. You get it? If I wake up and it's more than 5 CDs, then thanks be to God. Okay, thanks be to God. But if I'm not sure of what I'm looking for, and then I see Cowbank at 3 cities, and I say, okay, let me sell. Then I wake up in the next 1 month and I see Cowbank at 10 cities. Won't you be hurt that you should have waited? Do you get it? So you need to know what you're looking for and then understand why you must sell. So if you want to make X amount on this, wait till you are around that amount and then you sell. But for me, one thing I would do is that I'll be willing to sell more of my capital stocks than my dividend stocks. If I'll sell my dividend stocks, then I really have to sell it. But I would sell more of my capital stocks because they were just for capital profits or capital gains. But my dividends, I know that they are like a poultry farm to me. My dividend stocks are like a poultry farm to me because nkukɔ no ɛyɛ dɛn a wɔmbɛto nkosua. You see, so it's like they'll be giving me money bit by bit along the year or within the year. So I will not really want to sell dividend stocks. But I mean, it's up to you. Okay. So what is your plan? How much do you want to make? You have 1,000 MTN shares. Okay. You want MTN. You are looking at MTN at 10 cities. Then you consider selling. Then you hold it. If you have not seen it at 10 cities, you hold it and you enjoy the dividends that they are paying you. You get it. Now, one of the ways that you can get your stocks faster is when you look at the buy volume. That's why I spoke about the buy volume because you want to sell your stock when everybody is selling. If nobody is willing to buy, it means nobody will actually buy. People must be willing to buy it. So the best time to sell your stock is when people have started rushing in to buy more. And the downside to that is that you will sell and then by the time you realize maybe the price will even go higher than you sold it. That is the downside. But the truth is that if you really wanted it to be at 5 cities, so you sell, and it gets to 5 cities and people are rushing to buy, it's a good time for you to sell. Sell it and make your money and leave the market. Because one of the things I've realized about Forex and crypto is the same thing with stocks. Sometimes you enter the market at 1 CD, you're expecting it at 3 cities. It got to 3 cities, and then you were like, okay, let me sell. You sold it. By the time you came back to the market, it was at 10 cities. Now you are hurt. You are asking yourself, why did you sell it at 3 cities? Why didn't you wait? But meanwhile, in your mind, you wanted profit at 3 cities. You see, but a certain kind of greed can also come in, and you be like, oh, mentor, make it up, mentor, make it up. By the time you realize it will not even go up and it will come down, then now you are even regretting that you didn't sell. So have a target in mind. For me, I'm looking at Cowbank at 10 cities. If it's going to take me 5 years, I'm willing to wait because that is my plan. That I'm using this money to jump into this project. So I'm not going to rush myself to sell it now. No. If in the next 2 years it gives me my 10 cities, I get out, I go and do my project. And one of the things I love about what I'm teaching you guys is that this is the place where you make the money and you push the money into something that is tangible. Okay. Because stocks are more like paper form of money. You can get this money and then move into something else like real estate, like businesses that are tangible, that the demand is high every day. Okay. When I make money from stocks, one of the first places I'm considering is into real estate building because I know that people want to rent a lot in Accra. So one of the businesses that I know that I can really see it as a cash cow is the real estate business because people definitely want to rent. People want to rent. People want to rent. They need to rent. Shelter is extremely important. Do you get it? People need to eat. People need to be on the internet. Right now, the class we're having, you need internet. So a business that people will strongly need is a business that can do well. So when you make the money, you can push them into some of these, and then you build it from there. Okay, so yeah, it's not just about um, selling. Know when to sell. Look at the buy volume. If the buy volume is high, you can then jump in with your sell. Okay, I also read that when the sell volume is high and you place an order, it's easy to get as soon as possible. Yes, because it's available. It's available. Okay, it's available. So like I said, there's a downside to everything. When people are selling a lot and you want to buy, you can easily get. But the truth is that if you get in and the price starts going down, you need to understand that your price is going down. So have that heart. Uh-huh. Have that heart. Okay. He said, because I have tried it where I placed an order when the selling volume high, but my order price was lower than the selling price. Well, well, you need to consider the price. Okay. You can place an order and then you realize that the order will be pending. And then you place another order at another price and you realize that it will go faster. Yes. So the truth is that if you monitor the volumes, it will be guided in your selling. However, if you place an order and you're not getting it, you can cancel and then place another one. Okay, just cancel and place another one because you are looking for the stock. All right, you're looking for the stock. Please, it's 8 o'clock. Should we look at IC Wealth or we should have another session for that?
I see what.
Hey, boys, whoop is go. Okay, okay.
Mm.
Hey, should we look at Achieve? Achieve, sorry, Achieve. We have
Yeah,
done
achieve,
Blackstar,
achieve.
we have done IC.
I see what.
So let's look at Achieve.
Yeah, achieve.
So Achieve in the next 5 minutes, then we are done. Okay, I wouldn't want to take much of our time. All right.
Okay.
So for Achieve, I use it for my savings. I love one thing about Achieve. They give me the option to lock my funds, and I lock it because if you are dying and you come around me, please, I'm sorry, but you die. Because there's no way I can withdraw that money for you. And it has really helped me. That discipline has really helped me. All right. That discipline has really, really helped me. Okay. So this is my Achieve account. As you can see, I've been able to save some small money. I'm still saving. So let me just walk you through the app. Okay. So when you come to the app, you see that they have their pensions. You can join their pensions. There is also the insurance from Prudential. Okay, I have one active plan. You can also create groups. Okay, you can also create groups. So you can create a group with your friends, and then you all deposit for, maybe for a project or something. Okay, and then one thing I love about the group is that if like all of us are in this group, like let's say this class, we are all having a group and we are all saving towards something. Once I withdraw money, all of you will have notice of that transaction. So nobody can come and withdraw and run away with the money. Once you withdraw, you will know that it's you that you withdrew. You get it, and it really helps. And then when you come to, let me just briefly walk you through their investment packages. So you can see the DigiSafe account. Okay, it's one of the accounts that I really use because they invest in low risk investments. We are looking at treasury bills and bonds. Okay, treasury bills are basically loans that you give to the government. Okay, and then bonds are also loans we give to the government, but for a longer duration. So we are looking at usually 3 to 5 years. Okay, but the treasury bills you can do for as low as 3 months. Okay, to a year. All right. So you can see that in 2024, their DigiSave gave 20.77% per year, which I think is very good. Okay, and in 2021 they did 15%. So averagely every year you are getting about 17% per year, okay, on their DigiSafe. And I think is good. It's ideal for beginners. You are here, you don't really you are not really moved to invest into all kinds of things. You can start with the DigiSafe. It's good. Okay. You can start with the DigiSafe. The rest, they have some form some sort of risks. I won't talk about them. Okay. I don't know if um you can see my emergency fund. There's this yellow thing by it. If you can see it. Okay, that's the padlock. Okay, that's the padlock feature. Let me open that for you. Let me open that for you. So let me open Asari. Okay, so as you can see, I have a target of 1,000 cedis. I'm supposed to give this guy money. So I've set a thousand Ghana cedis, and it's logged until 28th June 2026, as you can see. Okay, so by the end of this month, I'm supposed to give this guy 1,000 cedis for something. So I've put it there, I've logged it. I can't withdraw it until the time comes. Okay, I can't withdraw it until that time comes. And another thing I like about Achieve is the fact that you can automate your top ups. Okay, you can automate your top ups. Let me show you how I've automated my top ups. So you can see that Asari, every day at 2 a.m., they should deduct an amount. Okay, let me see if I can show you that. So every day at 2 a.m., they should deduct 6 cedis from my account. So the fact that I have money in my Momo alone is enough. So every day at 2 a.m., when I'm asleep, they will just deduct it quietly. And so by the time I wake up in the morning, they have already done that deduction. And it has really helped me because I don't need to do manual top ups. I used to do manual top ups. I used to like I would come here and then I'll come and do everything by myself and then I'll enter my Momo pin and all of that. But now I've automated it. So they do the deductions and then that's it. You get it. So you can have a plan for yourself and then they do that deduction for from you. So you just need to have the money in your account. Okay. There are certain things I want to do for myself. Like I want to get myself a new phone and an iPhone, which I'll be using for my content and all of that. So they are all things that you can do. Okay, you can have certain accounts for yourself, and then you lock some of them. As you can see, some of them they are not locked, like profit from my books, because of some of the platforms I sell my books on. When I make certain profits, I will either spend some or push some there. So these are all things that they can do. Okay, and then there's an account I created for myself. I call it free at 50. So that account, what I'm trying to do is that when someone dashes me some money that I don't really know what to do with the money, I'll come and dump it there because I have logged it till I'm 50 years before I can withdraw it. I don't know how much I'll get by then, but I'm hoping that by 50 years I'll be able to get something because I want to be able to do what I really want to do. I don't think I want to still be waking up every morning and going to work because I have to go to work. I want to wake up one morning and decide not to go to work because I don't want to go to work. Look at how this weather is and it's raining and sometimes you can see pan that's Charlie. The thing is not safe, but you have to go because somebody is the one like paying you. But if you have put systems in place, you have put businesses in place, you are paying yourself, you have certain things bringing you money, at certain point you can decide whether to go to work or not. You get it? So they are all things that you should think about. There's a time you work for money, and there's a time money works for you. If you're always working for money, if you're always on the run for money, a time will come when you really have to rest. But because you have to work for money, you would have to move out. You get it? You would have to move out. So please think about it. Put certain monies into certain places that can give you money without you being involved. Okay, without you being involved. You are making money now. You are making 5,000. You are making 10,000 now. It's good money. Put some of the amount into certain investments, into certain things like stocks, like some of these savings, low risk. At least you'll be making something on the side that you can use to leverage on. Okay, so this is basically achieve. All right, this is basically achieve. Okay, I hope this inspires somebody to be able to save. I started this account not so long, I think a year and almost two. Okay, but I've used the automations and they have really helped me. So they have helped me to be able to save a lot, to manage